friendship could be. My Little Pony. Until you all shared its magic with me. Big adventure, tons of fun. A beautiful heart, faithful and strong. Sharing kindness, it's an easy feat. And magic makes it all complete. You have mine. Do you know you're all my very best friends? Here you go, Angel Bunny.
You're about to find out why fandom hates Angel Bunny.
You win. Carrots, lettuce, and apples. Yum, yum, yum. What will you eat?
He's been kind of a butthead in the past, but here's where it really comes to a head.
I'm not sure I can even make that. Are you sure I can't tempt you with a nice crisp piece of...
He actually slapped her.
asparagus?
So now Fluttershy has to go out and buy the ingredients for Angel's salad. But it seems that everyone has a stick up their butt today.
Hey!
Would you mind moving back? You're in my personal space.
But...
Seriously? Do you need your asparagus so badly? Get out live!
I think I went to high school with them. Anyway, Rarity and Pinkie Pie witnessed what happened and tell Fluttershy that she shouldn't let people treat her that way.
A pushover, darling. You've got to stand up for yourself. Promise us.
And it goes about as well as you would expect, and the last bunch of asparagus gets taken. But Rarity gets it back using her own method.
No pony ever called you handsome before?
That'd be a big no.
Oh, well, they should.
See, this is why fanfiction has Rarity being the town whore.
Here you go.
That'll be 2 bits, not 1.
Last week it was only 1 bit.
That was then, this is now.
What do you think you're doing?
Minding my own business, maybe you should try it.
Yeah, this bit's kinda wrong. The new price was posted on the sign, she had the right to overcharge, and it's not like she was taking advantage of Fluttershy personally.
2 bits!
2 bits!
1 bit!
I insist it's 2 bits or nothing!
1 bit and that's my final offer!
But at least we get to see Pinkie Pie do a Bugs Bunny routine.
Asserting yourself can be fun!
Yeah, that wasn't... whatever.
Boy, am I glad you have 1 cherry left.
So, you say you need this cherry very badly.
Oh yes, I'm desperate for it.
Then it'll be 10 bits.
Now this guy, on the other hand... So now it's Fluttershy's turn to try to get a fair price on her own.
And strong and big, handsome strong guys are always nice to every pony, right?
Rarity's method doesn't work, and Pinkie's is...
Insist on paying you 11 bits.
11 bits?
I mean 9 bits.
a little too advanced for a first-timer.
I need that cherry no matter what it costs.
In that case, 20 bits.
Seriously, this guy is scum.
I'll give you 2 bits for that cherry.
So,
I just noticed this goat walking away from Fluttershy's mailbox is foreshadowing. So Fluttershy has to serve Angel the salad sans cherry on top.
Sorry there's no cherry on top, but...
Had you not said that, he might not have noticed.
Angel?
Forget the assertiveness. Someone needs to stage an intervention about this abusive relationship she's in with her pet bunny. Anyway, she finds a flyer in the mail about an assertiveness seminar.
As Celestia is my witness, I'm never gonna be a pushover again!
You don't pull that off as well as Rarity. I'll bet it was Bon Bon who did that.
My name is Iron Will, and today is the first day of your new life. I want to hear you stomp if you're tired of being a pushover.
Iron Will is the best. Look how tiny his little legs are. Anyway, anyone who is not 100% satisfied with the seminar will not have to pay for it,
But I pity the fool who doubts Iron Will's methods.
says he who stands on goats.
Don't be shy. Look him in the eye.
He needs a volunteer, so of course he picks Fluttershy, since she doesn't want to be picked.
Iron Will wants you on stage.
Seriously, every line he says is gold.
When some pony tries to block, show them that you're wrong.
I'm sure anyone with a dirty mind was expecting him to say something else. Guilty as charged.
Never apologize when you can criticize. Why don't you watch where you're going?
Yeah, I think we all know where this is going.
My techniques can work for this shy little pony, then they can work for any pony.
And now Fluttershy is confident, but at what cost?
Excuse me, Mr. Greenhooves, but I think you might be overwatering my petunias.
Didn't that guy used to be in Canterlot?
Treat me like a pushover and you'll get the once-over.
Anyway, she tries Iron Will's method,
Perhaps that is enough water.
and unfortunately it works.
Excuse me, would you mind moving your cart so I can pass? Yeah, in a minute. I just want to finish up this story. When some pony tries to block, show them that you rock.
And again, though these two kind of had it coming. For once, Bon Bon was the less bad. But she had it coming for her previous appearances. Later at Sugar Cube Corner, someone cuts in front of her in line.
What do you think you're doing? Didn't you see me?
I guess maybe.
Go to the back of the line where you belong!
Notice that every time she is polite the first time, and it's only when they refuse to listen does she get nasty. Yes, she's overdoing it that second time, but she does at least have the right idea. For now. So Pinkie and Rarity are proud of her, and Fluttershy is feeling pretty good about herself.
Well, old Pinkie Pie feels really proud of new Fluttershy. Proud as pink punch.
Until Pinkie makes a completely innocent, lame joke that doesn't even have anything to do with Fluttershy, and Fluttershy takes it as an insult for some reason.
You laugh at me, I wrath at you. Bye, girls.
And then she beats up a guy for trying to steal the taxi she called. And now she has crossed the line. A mailman who clearly cannot see very well has delivered the wrong mail to Fluttershy.
You apologize, I penalize.
Okay, that was hilarious.
Excuse me, do you know how to get to the Ponyville Tower?
When she tries to answer the question with mail in her mouth, it falls into a puddle. At least he found it. So now Pinkie and Rarity try to talk some sense into her.
Old Fluttershy is gone! New Fluttershy! Old Fluttershy!
What happened to nice Fluttershy?
And at this point, she just starts hurling insults.
With your petty concerns about fashion. Hey, leave her alone! Fashion is her passion!
I see Pinkie got her dose of sarsaparilla for the day.
It gives you extra sass when they are throwing their own lives away on pointless pursuits that no pony else gives a flying feather about!
But as she looks down and sees her reflection, she has epiphany about what she has become. Notice the music being used here. It seems like they're just referencing a meme, but the Incredible Hulk comparison is actually kind of brilliant, since it's all about letting your temper consume you. Anyway, Fluttershy has realized her mistake, but she's taking it so hard that she's locked herself up so she won't be able to hurt anyone else's feelings. Rarity and Pinkie Pie try to explain the right way to assert yourself.
Besides yelling at every pony,
You can stand up for yourself without being unpleasant about it.
That was a great shot. I like how the pictures of Iron Will have been torn in half, and this shot makes it look like Fluttershy has horns.
Iron Will's my name, training ponies is my game.
But now Iron Will shows up to collect his payment. I love how he's still wearing the headset. It's just part of his look, apparently. Once again, Rarity and Pinkie Pie each use their own methods of assertion on him.
I'm sure a big, brave, powerful, and rich monster like you doesn't need that money right away.
Iron Will collect.
I can't get over how tiny that hand is.
why don't you give us some time to track her down for you?
Well, Iron Will does have some grocery shopping to do. Iron will come back this afternoon.
Seriously, you gotta love Iron Will.
Iron will delay for half a day and no longer.
A full day!
Half day!
Half day!
If anyone can out-ham Iron Will, it's Pinkie Pie.
You'll get a full day and no less!
In any case, Pinkie's is the one that works. Until Fluttershy accidentally reveals that she is home after all.
When some pony tries to block, show them that you rock!
But Fluttershy faces him.
Hey, Iron Will, what you owe, Iron Will?
No.
And she manages to be assertive without yelling or using any kind of violence.
During your workshop, you promised 100% satisfaction guaranteed, or you pay nothing. Well, I'm not satisfied.
And it is beautiful.
But since I'm not satisfied, I refuse to pay. It's as simple as that.
Go Fluttershy.
I'm sorry, but no means no.
No means no, huh? I gotta remember that one. That's a good catchphrase for my next workshop.
Rarity and Pinkie Pie are proud of her for standing up for herself without changing her personality.
I'm sorry I took the whole assertiveness thing too far. Friends.
Aww.
I've learned that standing up for yourself isn't the same as changing who you are.
Oh, now you remember the stare. And so ends putting your hoof down. So this was a really fun episode. I guess some people don't like it because they think Fluttershy is acting out of character. I mean, if she just started bullying people out of nowhere one day, I'd agree, but no. This is a character arc. Fluttershy is made to realize that she's a doormat, so she tries to correct that. She learns the wrong way to do it, everyone becomes afraid of her, and she just kind of gets drunk on power. And in the end, she realizes what she did wrong. And rather than having to go back to being a doormat, she finds a happy medium where she learns how to be assertive without being a bully. Also, like I said, the Incredible Hulk reference was brilliant, not to mention some of the other imagery in this scene. And this won't be the last time Fluttershy is compared to the Hulk either. My only complaint might be that this episode seems to forget about Stairmaster until the very end. Like, when Fluttershy was trying to be assertive, why didn't she think to at least try using the stare on people before getting violent? She did say in that episode that she doesn't like to use it unless she has to, but some kind of mention of it here would have been nice, so it didn't seem like they'd forgotten about it. And while it might be tempting to compare it to Dragonshy, I think they're different enough that there's room for both episodes. Dragonshy was about Fluttershy overcoming her fear of something. Putting Your Hoof Down is partly kind of about that, but it's also about not going too far in the other direction. Plus, there's a big difference between fearing for your life and fearing offending people. It is kind of weird how Fluttershy's experience with Angel in this episode is reminiscent of an abusive relationship. Some may even find it disturbing. Personally, I find it hilarious due to the absurdity of the aggressor being a tiny little cute bunny. For what it's worth, I think the writers might think they went too far because I noticed that Angel's mean streak is scaled back a lot in later episodes, though that could be chalked up to character development. And we've got yet another Greek mythology reference in the form of Iron Will, who is a minotaur. I'd always seen the Minotaur with the head of a bull and the body of a man, but apparently the original myth only described it as half bull and half man, and apparently it's been depicted with all sorts of variations on that idea. Oh, and in the interest of being kid-friendly, I won't go into why it's half man and half bull. But here, Iron Will looks more like an anthropomorphic bull, which makes sense. The creators tend to shy away from making anything look too human. There doesn't seem to be any reason for him to be a minotaur other than they just thought it'd be cool to have a minotaur. Which is fine. Personality-wise, he's basically modeled after Hulk Hogan, and his voice is based on Paul Dobson's Jesse Ventura impression, but with elements of Mr. T. Honestly, he's probably the best thing about this episode. As of when this video is being made, he hasn't returned yet, but I wouldn't mind seeing him again. So I guess that's about all I have to say about this one. It's a pretty solid Fluttershy episode in my opinion. Also, the humor is spot on. Next up is It's About Time. See you then.
We're nothing but a doormat. An iron will turn you into a lean, mean, assertive machine.